What's up, my fellow DeepWoken nerds? Today I'm going to be discussing, what is up with origins? So, we all know that the origins that exist in the game right now are Deepbound, Lone Wolf, and Voidwalker. Lone Wolf is because, spawning at Trial 1 is not the greatest. Deepbound is pretty good, but there should be some changes. And Voidwalker just needs to be reworked. So, this is my reworks / changes. Changes I have are for Deepbound. Now, Deepbound has an ability called Call of the Deep, and it sends you down into the depths in front of Castle Light when you're on the surface. But there's really no point to this ability, because no one's really gonna go up to the surface unless they need a free talent hand or a Shrine of Division. So I would change the ability where divers spawn on you instead to help you in like the deep trial, the depths trial, or to help you grind. Now, another change I would do is to the XP you gain. When you gank a mob with a group of people, you lose XP. Now, I think they should make it where you gain more XP because you are part of the divers, and the divers are an organization that help people in the depths. So you should be gaining more XP by helping your comrades. So my suggestion is that you gain more XP for ganking mobs, and that's my changes to Deepbound. Next is Trial of 1. The next origin I'm changing is the Lone Wolf. The reason why I'm gonna change this oath is because it's not that much different between Voidwalker and Castaway. So, my changes are, for Lone Wolf, after completing Trial of 1, you get a Trial of 1 Part 2. Now, hear me out. This sounds kind of lame, but in the Part 2, it will have multiple mobs like Mecha Sharko, King Thresher, Bone Boy, Corrupted Enforcer, and the point of all of this is to get starting knowledge and starting levels for your journey, and only Lone Wolf has access to this. And that's pretty much it. Also, they should add it where you have access to every single shrine in the game through Trial of 1 because it is owned by a drowned god. Final changes are toward Voidwalkers. The first change I would make is the event XP goes up again. Why? Because it pushes people out of Deepbound and back into Voidwalker. Then, for the next change, if you're a Voidwalker, once you hit level 10, you can start developing stacks. These stacks will appear around 15 to 20 minutes after you hit level 10. And depending on your level, you'll get a star on the bounty board. Now, when you get a star on your bounty board, you can get bounty hunted. And this will practically fix the problem with bounty hunters not getting any bounties. Also, I forgot to mention, you can get rid of these stacks and the stars by just completing a bounty and getting a full bounty kill. Then you'll have no stars and no stack. Finally, we're done with all the origins. Wait a minute, I'm missing one theme. Oh yeah, that's right, the Authority Origin. The Authority Origin is an origin set in the Central Luminant, or the Authority Luminant. Now, when you spawn into the Authority Luminant, you spawn in as a cadet, something similar to One Piece with the Marines. You can rise up on the ranks, and there's a lot of world events for the Authority Luminant, i.e. something like the Etrians raiding the Authority Luminant. You gotta fend against them. That would raise your rank in the Authority. Next, if you get negative rep and you're high enough in the ranks, you'd be able to go raid other factions like Mini Teresa or Etria. Now, when you raid Etria, there'd be a boss. If you're high enough level, you'll be able to access a boss named Lord Regent. I know, Lord Regent, isn't he like the strongest being in the earth? No, the Authority is the strongest. You would go toe-to-toe against Lord Regent, and you'll be able to end up getting his mask, and you can even get a possible way to get Contractor through this. I don't know how you would do it, but it'd be a great idea.